Alright guys, how's it going? So, obviously, you just saw we installed everything back in, but once I got home, popped the hood, took a look, for some reason, my bolts came out, even though, I don't know, it was mainly just the studs. I guess since I spaced out the flange there with those extra gaskets, it just didn't have quite enough threads to hold on to, and they all fucked off, and one of my bolts came loose, so, we just went and got an assortment of these bolts, and some more thread sealant, picked that up, and I'm gonna put some of that on there, and we'll go throw these back in the turbo, and hopefully we don't lose these again. I got some good stainless ones. I also got, hidden it here, bam, I also got some lock washers to go on there. And we're just gonna tighten the shit out of it, and we'll check it again after like 100 kilometers, so that we hopefully don't lose those again, because I was pretty much one loose bolt away from dropping my entire fucking turbo on the highway, so don't want that. Replaced both of those back bolts. They're a little bit longer, lock washers on them, everything. Pretty confident those will be good, much better than what was in there before. All right guys, so you just saw the last clip. We worked on the Civic, getting those bolts together. Now that's running good, we'll be working on my girlfriend's car today. So we're working on a 2012 Volkswagen Beetle with the 2-liter turbo engine, and just doing basic oil change today. So this is the first oil change we're doing since owning the car, actually, since she doesn't drive it very much. So we're gonna give it a good treatment. I got this engine flush, which is in there now. We're just running the engine, waiting for that. And we got oil filter. I always try to get at least a good name brand one, never the super cheap ones, because that's quite crucial. You don't want to go cheap on that. And then we had to get full synthetic, I guess, on Volkswagens made after 2004 because of their valves, the way that they're designed. You need full synthetic to make sure it doesn't gunk up. So full synthetic oil and 530. Most German cars and stuff like that, everyone always kind of says 540. You can do 540 or 530. There are not many options at the store for 540, and a lot more expensive too. So we'll go with the 530. It's fine. We're not gonna be pushing this car. It's not driven too often, so that's good for that. And then I always put an oil supplement like Lucas oil, or this too. It's pretty much just as good. It's a little bit cheaper. The price on Lucas oil has just shot up recently, so something like this is good. I mean, you can read the bottle. Basically, I've run this in all of my cars for the last few years, never had any issues, and never had any engines go bad or burn any oil. So I love using this stuff. So that's what we're gonna put in the car, get that done. Super simple. All right, so I got the car up, just do some little plastic ramps. It's about the perfect height. Get under there, take out your oil. These Volkswagens use pretty weird bolts, obviously, so it's like one of these hex type things. This is a T45. Yeah, God, it won't focus. Yeah, T45. To get that off, I'll let that drain for a while, and in the process, I'm gonna clean up the interior a little bit, maybe the engine bay, and it'll be pretty simple, just throwing the fluids back in. All right, so now that the oil change has been done, we're gonna go ahead and clean up this engine bay here. As you can see a little before, I've already cleaned up the oil cap, and we've got a new filter here, so that looks nice and sharp. But everything else, super dusty, not good. Where's our valve cover? Here's before the valve cover, not shiny, dusty, yucky. So we're gonna give that a nice spray down, and then the interior as well needs a good vacuum and wipe down of everything. Clean up the leather, make it nice and fresh and shiny. All right guys, so just got finished cleaning the whole car. We vacuumed everything out, used our carpet cleaner to extract all the dirt, make that super nice. Obviously there's some little spots that didn't get to where the foam from the chair fell out. Anyway, this isn't for a client or anything, so we'll vacuum that up later, but super clean for now. Treated all the doors, washed, and with the care and protect Meguiar's stuff mostly. That's looking good and shiny. Leather care on the seats, so that's nice and fresh. And as well, we went ahead and dressed up the engine bay. This looks so much better than it was before. When I actually wash the outside of the car, I'm gonna go ahead and pressure wash the engine bay as well. For now, I kind of just quickly hose down with some degreaser and car wash soap just over the main kind of dirty plastics and stuff, and then wiped it down with our Meguiar's Ultimate Protectant stuff for the plastic, and looks nice and shiny. deep black, brand new. So when we go ahead and pressure wash, like that's gonna get these little areas out that I couldn't get just with my cloth by hand, but you know, from a few feet away, looks super nice, super fresh. And there's like a bunch of hair and stuff on this mat that we'll get rid of next time, but for now, pretty good, pretty clean. Yeah, we'll be washing the entire outside of the car as well, but today oil change is done, car's cleaned inside and the engine bay, so we good. Won't have to do that for a little while again, especially since this car doesn't get driven too much. So all right, I'm either gonna put washing the car in this one, or maybe I'll just end the video here. So
when you ask me to bring that guacamole to the party, I'll say no, no. If you ask me bring the guacamole to the party, I'll say no, no, no. That shit's too expensive.